I want you to go back what you were talking about in L.A., what your liberal friends asking you. That's a good topic you brought up because I always feel that the beginning of my downfall with the fear just wasn't the pandemic. I'm not scared to fucking die from a fucking cold. It wasn't the pandemic, but the pandemic was fucking with me. The thing that fucked with me the most was what my neighborhood had become.
Yeah.
And not from you telling me. You know how people tell you shit? No. What I saw.
Yeah.
And once I see something, that's it. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells me. I saw a guy get hit by a 4x4 in at the bus station in North Hollywood. We drove by thousands of times. I saw a guy hitting people with a 4x4, not a 2x4. Who leaves the house with a 4x4?
Jesus Christ.
Okay? I saw a fucking CVS, Studio City. I saw a white guy and an African-American hooker fighting at CVS at 10 in the morning in Studio City. I've been going to that fucking thing for 5 years, that CVS. That's where I got all my prescriptions and shit. I saw like 3 or 4 things. Then I had the glass door in my house. So I kept feeling that they were going to kick the front door in. So I went right to the Armenian, and I'm like, dog, I need a gun. We ain't got time to stand on line in Burbank. And he brought me like a fucking 45 with a bazooka and shit. And I gave him like $2,000. I go, don't come back without a gun.
Wow.
This motherfucker came back 3 days later with like a fucking AR-15 in a suitcase with a violin. I'm like, oh my God. So now one thing I don't like, I do not like weapons. I'll shoot you, but I don't want to have a weapon. I can't have a weapon.
You don't want to have a weapon, right? You don't want to
I
feel
want
that
a
you
weapon.
need to have a weapon, though.
No.
You're worried
I
that
don't
just
ever want
the
to feel like
energy
I
of
have
it?
a
Yeah,
weapon.
you don't want to feel like it.
I messed around with weapons for years. You know, I got in trouble with a
Yeah.
weapon. And I always said that when I put weapons on, I met more people that had weapons on. Do you follow what I'm saying to you? When I was a civilian hugging people, I never felt a weapon. But when I put a weapon on in 86, for 3 years after I got arrested, most people I dealt with had a weapon. So I considered it a magnet. It was, for me, in my mind, it felt like a magnet of fucking bad shit. Those 2 guns I had in the house, it didn't feel right with me. You weren't going to bust into my house and, you know, hurt my daughter or my wife. But having those 2 weapons in the house did not feel good with
California has very creepy laws when it comes to that, too.
I didn't give a fuck about the laws. I will get rid of that gun before the cops even get there. Trust me. I had 10 neighbors that were cool as shit. Take it like an OJ. Where'd OJ shit go to? You got neighbors.
Yeah.
You got neighbors. I killed the bitch, hide the fucking shirt, whatever. I just didn't like it. I didn't like having that weapon. I didn't like having a 45 in my car. Yeah. And then on the day I flew back here, I'll never forget that I had that. I gave him back the AR, and I had the 9mm, the 45. And the people called me, and they're like, are you bringing a weapon with you on the plane? Because I flew on a private plane. During COVID, I had the cats and shit, you know. So I go, yeah, I'm going to bring the gun with me. And that night, I said, no. And I gave it to Brett. I called him next month. I go, come pick up this fucking 45 from me. He still has it. He's holding it for me. I don't want it. That's how, I didn't like that fear.
Yeah.
When I saw Latin Kings spray paint on my daughter's school, Colfax Elementary, same school Bert sent his kids, that wasn't good. I just saw a lot of shit up there that I would never saw in the Valley. You see it in Hollywood, you know, shit like that. So that's good that you brought that up because I forgot how scary it was. It was scary for a few weeks.
It got very strange because it got different. It felt like everybody was more on edge. I saw a bunch of lootings. It was crazy. Like someone broke into this clothes store. They smashed the windows and ran into it. And we were by this Target, and these people had blocked the door of the Target with a dumpster and lit the dumpster on fire. And they were telling everybody to get out of the building, put down whatever you're purchasing, run out of the exit right now. It got real weird with all that Antifa stuff. It got very strange. And people were emboldened to do things.